Welcome back. You're watching the news at 10 on Channels Television. The presidential candidate of the All Progressives Congress, APC, General Muhammadu Buhari, today reiterated his administration would not condone stealing or any form of corrupt practice from public office holders if elected into power. He made the declaration in Kaduna at the Northwest Zonal Rally of the APC Presidential Campaign Organization. General Buhari, who addressed the mammoth crowd of party supporters in Hausa language, said his government will not witch hunt past and present corrupt leaders who are currently facing trial in various courts across the country, but would rather allow the courts to decide their fate. Meanwhile, at the town hall meeting before the rally, the vice presidential candidate of the APC, Yemi Osinbajo, again rebuffed comments that its presidential candidate, General Muhammadu Buhari, would Islamize Nigeria if elected. Mr. Osinbajo was addressing religious leaders in Kaduna State.
There is talk today about the fear of Islamization or Christianization of the Nigerian state by my running mate and I, or by our party, the All Progressive Congress, which is absolutely impossible considering that the Nigerian Constitution is clearly against elevating any religion to a state religion. In fact, two provisions in the Nigerian Constitution make this clear. Section 10 of the Constitution says there shall be no state religion. The fundamental human rights provision in Chapter 4 also say clearly that there shall be freedom of conscience and freedom of worship. That said, our religion or faith is expected to guide us such that the good that we do transcend into good living conditions and make life more abundant in our communities, our states, and the country at large.
The vice presidential candidate of the APC, Yemi Osinbajo. Now, less than 3 weeks to the election, political parties are in last-minute horse trading to secure the support of the people. In Abalama community in Rivers State, the situation is slightly different as the People's Democratic Party ward-to-ward rally turned into a protest over an alleged political declaration of the Amayambo of Abalama, His Royal Highness King Akinson Big Tom Tom, for the opposition party in the state. Our correspondent, Emmanuel Erei, who covered the protest, now reports.
It's a gathering of supporters of the People's Democratic Party in Abalama community in Rivers State. The intention is to continue their ward-to-ward campaign in support of the party in the state, but then it snowballs into a protest against the purported declaration of the Amayambo for the opposition party without due consultation with the people.
Power to the people. 3 days ago, the Amadabo of Abalama came here to say in this same venue that every Abalama person is APC. Is that true? Now I want to make it abundantly clear for all those that want to hear and all those that do not want to hear that the Abalama community is 100% PDP. Are they lying? Are they lying? We cannot at this point turn around to stab him on the back. Can we do that? Can we stab
The people are not done as they continue to pour in their support for the PDP.
Can a man rule a place without the people? No. Can a man come out to do things on his own? No. A man, leadership is by service. You are elected by the people to come and serve.
We were they talk here at the woman not go play to school. But we will start. And the two we they talk to say, we are Abalama women, we will be PDP.
Yes, it's our member. With due respect. But we are here to express our dissatisfaction. And we are telling you, oh Lord, that Abalama is a PDP community.
The protesters take their grievance to the palace of the man in the eye of the storm, the Amayambo of Abalama, who denied the allegation.
As a royal father, I can never declare for any party except the governing party. That is my stand. If any person says that I have declared to any person, I will prosecute that person.
For these people, this is not just a protest, but a declaration of their political stance, which will, however, be tested during the elections. Emmanuel Ere, Channels Television News.
Well, the Nigerian government says there is no evidence suggesting that the militant group Islamic State, IS, is operating in Nigeria. The coordinator of the National Information Center, Mr. Michael Mary, told journalists today that the attempt by Boko Haram insurgents to seek assistance from IS is confirmation of the kind of pressure the group is receiving from the multinational forces. At a press conference in Abuja today, Mr. Omeri appealed for support from Nigerians in the fight against Boko Haram. According to him, 36 towns have been recovered from the insurgents as at today.
As at this moment, we have not found evidence suggesting that the Islamic State operatives are here in Nigeria. And that the latest attempt by Boko Haram elements to identify with the group is an act of desperation aimed at seeking attention and possible assistance from outside or in the face of the crushing defeat that they are experiencing at the moment in the hands of Nigerian armed forces and other regional collaborators in the fight against terrorism and terrorist activities in the Northeast. The fact of the matter is that Nigeria and her neighbors are pushing the insurgents away from their strongholds, capturing many of them and destroying several of their facilities and capability. The government wishes to assure Nigerians that this tempo will be sustained until every presence of Boko Haram insurgency is totally obliterated in Nigeria and within the sub-region. The only nation that will exist in this country, in this geographical expression, is the United Federal Republic of Nigeria.
First Bank. You first.
Welcome to Business News. For the first time and barring any last-minute change, the President is expected to visit the Nigerian Stock Exchange, Lagos, tomorrow, March 12th. President Goodluck Jonathan will hold a closed-door meeting with members of the Nigerian Stock Exchange Council and the management team, ring the closing gong at 2:30 p.m. and then after have an interactive meeting with stockbrokers and some investors. The President's visit to the exchange comes at a time domestic and international economic changes puts pressure on the equities market, but some operators expect his visit to positively affect market sentiment. In 1988 and 2007 respectively, former military President Ibrahim Babangida and late Umaru Yar'Adua visited the exchange. Or you can follow Channels Television to get more on the visit. Well, the two-day gaining streak at the Nigerian equities market was interrupted today as key indicators slipped by 1.55% on the back of negative performances from all NSE subsectors. Anne Wawudu reports.
Hello, welcome to the Stock Market Report. I am Anne Wawudu. After a two-day positive run this week at the Nigerian equities market, profit taking off some market heavyweights pushed key indicators south by 1.55%. The all-share index dropped below 31,000 points to close at 30,869.17 points with a lower market capitalization of 10.30 trillion naira. 30 stocks recorded price drops, and the top three were Forte Oil, Nigerian Breweries, and Con Oil PLC. On the other hand, 19 equities added to their share price, led by Ashaka Cement, ETI, and Cement Company of Northern Nigeria PLC. UBA Capital, International Energy Insurance Company, and Transcorp were the top 3 most actively traded equities. And at the end of the midweek trading session, investors in 5,469 deals had exchanged 518.88 million shares valued at 3.85 billion naira. That's it on the Stock Market Report. I'm Anne Mwawadu.
And the euro has fallen to its lowest level against the US dollar in 12 years after the European Central Bank began its government bond buying program on Monday. It fell to as low as $1.056 before recovering a little, but many traders expect it may soon be worth the same as a dollar. Traders have reacted to the ECB's latest round of quantitative easing by selling euros and buying other currencies, such as the US dollars. The euro started its slide against the dollar in July last year as traders reacted to the divergence in policy between the ECB and the Fed Reserve. The value of the euro has fallen 22.4% since July 1, when a euro was worth $1.37. And that's it on Business News for tonight. The rest of the news at 10 continues in just a moment.
First Bank. You first.
On more stories now, Moroccan authorities have recalled its ambassador from Nigeria, accusing the government of using King Mohammed VI in an election campaign. Its foreign ministry issued a statement denying the king had spoken by phone to Nigeria's President Goodluck Jonathan. The Nigerian Ministry of Foreign Affairs had released a statement on Sunday denying reports that President Jonathan had been snubbed by King Mohammed. And still ahead on the news at 10, it's double celebration for the Flying Eagles as it qualifies for the FIFA Under-20 World Cup in New Zealand and the semi-final of the African Youth Championship. Do join us again.